There are two main wireless operating modes: infrastructure and ad hoc. So, in the case of wireless networking in infrastructure mode, you are connecting your devices using a central device, namely a wireless access point. To join the WLAN or wireless LAN, the AP and all the wireless clients are configured to use the same SSID. The AP is then cabled to the wired network to allow wireless clients to access, for example, internet connections or printers. Additional APs can be added to the wireless LAN to increase the reach of the infrastructure and support any number of wireless clients. So compare or contrast this to ad hoc mode networks. Now, this makes wireless connections directly between computers. Infrastructure mode wireless networks use networking infrastructure. So in this case, infrastructure refers to switches and routers, firewalls, access points, or APs. Infrastructure mode wireless networking is the mode that you'll most often encounter in your work as a networking professional, supporting networks for clients or in a corporate or enterprise environment. At a minimum, the only network infrastructure component that is required for infrastructure mode is an access point. But if an AP is all you have no more than you would have when you're using ad hoc mode. However, most infrastructure mode applications and implementations include other components from just traditional network infrastructures. On Linux-type operating systems, acting as a station, namely a client, is usually called managed mode, and when acting as an AP, it's usually referred to as master mode. An ad hoc network consists of at least two stations communicating without an AP. This mode is also called peer-to-peer mode. In an ad hoc network, one of the participating stations takes on some of the responsibilities of an AP, such as beaconing and the authentication of new clients joining the network. So in ad hoc mode, the station taking on the responsibilities of the AP does not relay packets to other nodes like an AP does. Monitor mode is not really a wireless mode, but it is essentially important in attacking wireless networks. In a nutshell, monitor mode allows a wireless card to monitor the packets that are received without any filtering. So monitor mode is essentially the promiscuous mode, if you will, equivalent for wireless. In both cases, actually, you see all the packets going across the wire or channel. Now, when using some wireless drivers, this mode allows for the sending of raw 802.11 frames. This mode is important for reading packets from the card, analyzing them, and updating the user interface as it determines new information. It doesn't transmit packets themselves. Instead, it listens to all the packets on a given channel and then analyzes those packets to see just what's going on. So if you and your neighbor share the same channel, when you put your card into monitor mode to see what's going on in your network, you're going to see their traffic as well. So why don't we go ahead and see how to enable monitor mode of the wireless network card in Kali Linux. So we'll go to the Kali machine and plug in the Wi-Fi adapter. That goes into your host machine. Open the terminal screen and switch the user to the super user. So you got to do that first. Now let's see the status of the adapter with the iwconfig command. So its mode is managed right now. So we can enable monitor mode with the script airmon-ng. So if we run this command without any parameters, it lists the status of the wireless interfaces. To enable monitor mode, run airmon-ng start WLAN 0. And as you can see, before enabling it, we must kill the processes of the network managers with the airmon ng check kill command. So now let's try to run the previous command again. And it doesn't work now because we killed the processes of the network interfaces. And then WLAN 0 is switched to monitor mode. All right, so let's have a look at the status again. And there it is on monitor mode now. And the name WLAN 0 became WLAN 0 mon. So to disable monitor mode, just run airmon ng stop WLAN 0 mon. And now it's changed back again. So after these steps, please note that we must restart the network manager. So service network manager start. And then finally, let's check to double ensure that the network manager is up and running. And sure enough, everything looks okay. Very cool.